What's going on, guys? Your boy Rum It's back again with another video. Yes, we're back again. I got an epic fragrance review just for you guys. I have to be honest, man. I was afraid to do this fragrance review because, as you guys know, I really tend to focus on um, brands that are unique, luxury, hard to find, and aren't very hyped. But you saw the title. I don't have to, make you guess what I'm talking about. You guys know I'm talking about Amouage uh, Royal Tobacco. This fragrance has been reviewed, a number of times, and I was like, man, I really don't want to review this fragrance because it's already been out. Everybody knows about it. But I said, you know what? I want to give my take on this fragrance. I cannot not review this gorgeous masterpiece. So if you guys are interested in this fragrance, if you haven't picked it up yet, I got an epic review for you guys, and I want to talk about this fragrance. All right. Before we get into that, if this is your first time watching my channel, welcome to He Smells Like Rome. I talk about niche fragrances, like I said, but I try my best out of the hype. I want to give you guys some exclusive fragrances, some truly niche luxury fragrances. And if that's the type of content you're looking for, you want to smell unique, you want to get conversations going, people asking you where you get your fragrance from, join my channel, subscribe, like the channel if you can, share it with your friends. Also hit that bell icon. It's free. All of it's free, but you help my channel out tremendously. I get to add more subscribers to my channel, which helps me support this channel, which helps me bring fragrances to you guys. All right, so do me that favor. I would truly appreciate it. All right, with that said, let's get into this bad boy. Let's get into one of the best tobacco fragrances ever created, Royal Tobacco from Amouage. I'm in Wonderland when she coming down the hallway. I don't care if she take all of mine, like it ain't shit but a dollar sign. Young gun talk, coming in so cold. All right, so here we go. Royal Tobacco. Oh yes, 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 yes. So on my vacation this summer, I vacationed in New York. My goal was to go out there and pick up some fragrances. I haven't been in New York in probably a year and a half. And I said, you know what? I'm going to New York. I want to hang out, dine, shop, and especially go to these fragrance boutiques. And I did that. And one of the fragrances I picked up was this. I was, going between which fragrance I was going to get, either Reflection or this one, and this one went out. Due to the fact that I love me some tobacco, I love deep, dark fragrances. Man, this one right here. Oh, you talking about beast mode? You talking about love at first sniff? You talking about, man, you're gonna smell me walking in the room at least a minute before I get in there? This is that fragrance right here. It was created last year, 2022, by my favorite perfumer, Cecile Dorokian. If you don't know, she's one of the hottest fragrance creators, perfumers in the game in the last, maybe 5 to 6 years. She's blown up. She's created fragrances for Amouage, for Juliet Mad, for I think she's doing one for Electimus now. Um, Harry Paris. I mean, the list goes on and on. She's done so many fragrances for so many houses, and she's young, vibrant. She gets it. She understands what you know today's crowd of fragrance lovers want. So I was intrigued and eager to get my nose on this, and I did. I got a sample. Um, Maybe I think it was late last year. I got a sample, and I did a comparison between Amouage tobacco versus Boadicea tobacco sapphire. And you guys can watch that video. I'll link it up here if I can, or just search Amouage tobacco versus tobacco sapphire, and you'll see that video. But a lot of people were drawn to this fragrance, and I was too, especially from the sample. I was like, wow, this is something different. This is something beautiful. And the reason I say that is because the opening of this fragrance hits you with a blast of frankincense and element. Now, the fragrance smells like a powerful burning incense with a whiff of sweetness passing through, met equally with this elemi note. If you watch my channel for a long time, you know elemi is one of the more kind of mysterious notes. Elemi is this mysterious, dark, sweet, and also slightly smoky note. I love elemi because it also reminds me of a slight Caribbean effect where it has a sweetness, it has a resonant side, but it also has this kind of almost fruit vibe in the mixture. This one right here, mixed with this, smoky incense vibe with the fragrances, combined with that elemi note, makes it smoky, sweet, and very dark, and super powerful as soon as you spray this fragrance. Not only do you get those two notes in the opening, you get a hint of a bergamot, like a hint of it, where you have that citrus note. And I think that that's what complements that elemi note in the opening. You don't have to wait long, in my opinion, for that tobacco to come, because that is, man, if you ever seen a relay race where they're doing a 4x1 and they pass that baton, man, that fragrance has passed the baton to that tobacco note in less than maybe 5-10 minutes. Now, that doesn't mean that the smokiness from the fragrances goes away. Absolutely not. The tobacco smokiness, sweetness, and almost woodiness combined with that incense-like smell is breathtaking. It is like nothing I've ever smelled in my entire fragrance journey. Absolutely stunning. So, when we were talking about tobacco fragrance, we're talking about, dark fragrances. You want some complexity. You want something that's going to wow you. You want something that's going to change periodically in your time of wearing the fragrance. And man, oh man, yes, this thing does. Now, it changes for the better because, yes, the tobacco is the prominent note in this, but the mixture of so many other elements and so many other notes in this makes this an absolute masterpiece. So, as a fragrance is warming up on your skin, um, you can become a little overwhelmed in the opening because the fragrance is that strong. But for me, I think that if you like dark, heavy fragrances, you're going to love this fragrances. And if you're not used to heavy fragrances, I would say spray once. That's more than enough for your body to start to get used to this. So the newer guys, you guys definitely take your time with this fragrance. You will enjoy it. You just need to let your body get used to, dark, heavy, deep smoke fragrances. Once you get past the aggressiveness in the opening and let your body get used to it, let your olfactory senses start to understand, what, heavy notes are, then you'll start to be able to wear more of a fragrance, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprays, sometimes even 10, and it won't even bother you. You guys that have been doing this for a while know what I mean. But let's get back to the fragrance itself. So as we get to the middle of the fragrance, right, you will start to, how can I say it? You'll venture into another chapter. Now, the tobacco itself is still there. It's actually tobacco absolute. It will still be there. That doesn't go anywhere. This is more for me the beginning of a lit cigar tobacco, right? Something dipped in maybe cognac or maybe even a resinous, maybe kind of honey, right? So I would even say a combination of both, a light touch of honey dipped in some type of like boozy effect. That would be the cigar wrapped paper, and right after you just lit it, you smell that smoky sweetness from the tobacco, right? So as that kind of takes the fragrance into this next chapter, we start to get into some floral notes, right? That makes the fragrance slightly greenish and earthy. We got rose, we got lavender, we have orange blossom, which I think the rose and orange blossom uh, makes it slightly tame. And I mean slightly. It's not a tame fragrance, but it's more pleasant where not only this is suitable for the men masculine fragrance. I think that, introduced a confident female to say, yes, I'm absolutely grabbing this. I need this in my collection. I actually like the rose aspect in this because it leans more on the darker side of a rose fragrance for me. Now, the combination of this um, smoky tobacco mixed with a rose, a sweet orange blossom, and a masculine lavender, like I said, gives it this slight green, earthy tone with a floral kind of circumference. And I do like that. But make no mistake, this tobacco is saying, y'all just here at the party, but it's my party. Once again, this fragrance to me is so unique, so different because, like I said, that smokiness in the opening was prominently the fragrances. That was the incense smokiness, right? That would draw you in. Then the tobacco, meaning more at the end of the opening, more prominent in the mid. Now you have a different smokiness, right? So lit tobacco, cigar like in the mid, lit incense in the opening with, you know, hints of spices. Now we get to the kind of dry down. And this is for me. Once again, I have to stress this is what I smell. The dry down I smell immediately as about maybe the 6 hour mark. I'm getting a cardamom, a spicy, warm cardamom note that is a lot sweeter than I'm normally used to when it comes to cardamom. As you would wonder, is the tobacco gonna like kind of die or kind of be faint? No, not at all. Still there, still, shouting, maybe even stronger in the dry down, which is typically unheard of. So cardamom, a dark rose, a smoky tobacco note. Yes, we're having fun now. All right, guys. Something you will never forget. And when I tell you, I hate waiting for the dry down because it's always like the best part of the fragrance, man. Oh my goodness. So as this fragrance starts to, you know, introduce a little bit more of the heavier notes, and you're like, heavier notes, heavier than tobacco, heavier than, frankincense. Yes, we're talking about frankincense was in the beginning. It said, I'm coming back. I'm coming back when I'm bringing some of my friends. I'm bringing some vanilla, a sweet vanilla. I'm bringing some vetiver, some earthy vetiver. I'm gonna bring oud that is one of the most smoothest oriental ouds I've ever smelled. Now, it does lean a little bit on the woody side. It does lean a little bit on the animalic side, but very, very faint. It's not um, barnyard, no. But it's there. You smell it. A little bit of that faint animalic side. We're also introduced to another heavy wood note, which is gaiac wood. The gaiac wood mixed with that frankincense creates a almost bonfire smokiness. Met with this equally smoky myrrh note, but complements the sweetness overall of the fragrance. I told y'all, man, this thing in the Drydown is bananas and just over the top, dark, and darker. And I enjoyed it because, once again, tobacco said, y'all here, I hope y'all enjoying the party, but I'm here. This is my party. This is me. Put the crown on my head. That lit cigar combined with all those notes I said are spectacular, are so enjoyable in every aspect. I'm just stressing very much that you got to know how many sprays you can handle, because if you spray more than, for me, I would say as a beginner, if you spray more than 2 sprays, you're going to be uncomfortable because this thing is so powerful. If you've been in the fragrance game for a while, I would say comfortable without, making anybody else uncomfortable, I would say 4 to 5 sprays. If you're crazy like me and I don't care about what other people think, I want to smell good and I want to smell myself, spray as much as you want. This thing is going to just suck up all the air in the entire room wherever you're at, and everybody else is going to smell you. If they enjoy it, if you enjoy tobacco, if you enjoy dark, smoky fragrances, they're going to love it. But you will definitely have the entire room engulfed in tobacco, resinous, sweet smokiness. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a jerk. I'm not going to, go in a room and be there 10 minutes before I come into, the space. No, I'm not going to do that. I like to wear around 5 to 7 sprays of this. Just some of my clothes, some of my skin, and just enough where it will never die the entire time wherever I'm at. And I like smelling it. I enjoy smelling myself, wafts of it passing through when I move my hand on my neck. I enjoy that. Other people, you guys just get the benefit of, enjoying it as much as I do if you like the fragrance I have on. I don't know, that's just me. But I'm leaving a few things out. We have another part of the fragrance in the Drydown that complements the entirety of this fragrance, and that is benzoin. The resinous combination of benzoin, frankincense, myrrh, gaiac wood, and vanilla in the Drydown will make this fragrance a masterpiece, in my opinion, combined with the tobacco aspect. But trust me, believe me when I tell you, this fragrance is amazing, beast mode, and will be a masterpiece. In the next maybe 10 years, this is definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame of fragrances. An absolute stunning masterpiece. Amouage Royal Tobacco. Oh, and if I didn't say, this is in the Opus collection. I'm not sure. I'll put the Roman numerals up there. I don't even want to say. I'm not good with the Roman numerals. But let's go a little old school real quick. Let's spray a little bit on before I go. This is the sprayer. Hopefully you guys can see that. That magnetic top, always fantastic. Let's do it again so you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. And if I have to say, hope I don't, wear this fragrance in the cooler part of the fall and winter. Do not wear this in the summertime unless you're crazy. All right. All right, guys. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my fragrance review on Amouage Royal Tobacco. Fantastic fragrance. Get in. Comment down below if you have the fragrance already. Let me know. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Like the video. Truly appreciate you guys. Till next time, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Peace.